games. It's ScrubGames. Drop a like, drop a sub, go ahead and subscribe to ScrubGames. Drop a like, drop a sub, go ahead and subscribe to ScrubGames.
How's it going, Scrub Gamers? Welcome back to another video here at Scrub Games, and today we have the next in our review series going over the set 5 Legends of the Force, and this one is of the Heroism cards. So we're going over the cards that are just Heroism in the set, kind of see how they fare and what kind of cards we've got in the set. So do remember that we are on the way to 2,000 subs, so every little bit helps, and you can do that by like, comment, and subscribe. That keeps you updated with my videos as and when they drop, and also by clicking that notification bell, you can also get alerts to my videos to drop, so you can watch them there and then, or at a time that suits you best. So with that out of the way, let's get into it and check out the Heroism cards in Set 5 Legends of the Force. So starting off with Refugee of the Path being our 1-cost one. It's a 1-cost and 0-free Force unit. At one played, you can give a shield token to a unit with Sentinel. It's not too bad. You can get that benefit. You get that. Well, essentially, the one played is a beneficial extra that you can get by giving a shield token to a Sentinel to kind of protect it. So if you've got Obi-Wan on board, play this, it gains Sentinel, give a shield to it. But normally it's there because it's a 1-cost ground unit. That's a 1-cost Force unit. You can play out early in the turn, so you can then swing with it. Doesn't do any damage, but it gains you the Force. That's what it is. Not the greatest, but it's an option there. Next, we got Caretaker Matron, being a 2-cost 0-4 fringe unit, so not a Force unit, but as an action, where by tapping her, if you play a Force unit this phase, you can draw a card. So it's a card you can get down turn 1, ready for you to start playing Force units the turn after if you don't get any turn 1 Force units, then start gaining cards, drawing cards, and 4 health is not too bad to stick around, but then you need to, like, you are playing with Force cards, but doing a bit of draw means it's normally going to be a threat, just like how, I can remember the name of the unit now. Pershing, that's the one. How Pershing normally a target for drawing cards. So this requires more effort than Pershing to draw cards, but it will be like Pershing and be a target to stop you from drawing more. Next we have Jedi Vector, a 2-cost 1-free space vehicle. It's a Jedi vehicle and fighter as well, which has a benefit where if you control a lightsaber, if you control another Jedi unit, it gains an extra 1 power. If you control a lightsaber upgrade, it gives an extra 1 power. So if you control just a Jedi or a lightsaber upgrade, it becomes a 2-free. But if you have both on board, it becomes a 3-free, which, with the fact you need certain things in the book, isn't really worth it. It's not a great card. It can get buffed up. It's good for sealed and draft in this set because you can actually get a fair few of those out the buff that is quite cheap for a cheap, strong unit. But in competitive, it's not going to be worth it when you've got other units that just don't need those extra things just to gain a decent level of power. Next we have Voltex, or Volpix, or Voltex, and it's a 2-cost 3-2 with hidden, so it's not too bad. Pretty strong for a 2-cost 1, because we've seen things like this having 3 power and 2 health. The creature is well hidden, so it can't be taken out at the same turn as playing like ambush and things like that, or by units your opponent already has on board. And it's a creature's also benefit with Kanan, but it's a pretty nice unit, pretty good for sealed and draft. Next we have our first legendary. I don't think there's a legendary in Villainy. I don't think we skipped a... No, there was Malik, that's it. And we've got one also in Heroism, being Grogu. So Grogu becoming another card in the game, and this time as a 3-cost 1/6, so very bulky and very, very low power. Also it's hidden, so it can be tapped at the same time as played, but it's a nice way to kind of move damage about, which is cool. So you can heal your units and damage your opponents by using the action by tapping him. Heal the 2 damage from a unit, and if you do damage to a unit. And the nice thing about this is if you got a unit that's damaged but has a shield on it, you can take the damage off it, then put it back on it to pop the shield, which is cool. Because you heal the damage of any unit and then do how much damage to a unit. So you can take damage off a unit and put it back on that same unit, which is pretty interesting. It gives you more lines of play, more options. It's a very nice way to heal your units and then damage your opponent's unit by throwing the damage back at them. It's a pretty nice card, pretty good for a legendary, not the most amazing, but pretty good one. Then we've got the next one being Gungan Warrior, so more Gungans other than Jar Jar, a 3-cost 3-2, which shielded and also restore 1. So pretty nice unit, not the best stats for its cost, but it's pretty nice one for draft because it comes in shielded, so it's protected, can't be prevents that first bit of damage, and also restore once it can heal your base up as well. So very good for sealed and draft, not the best for competitive. Then you got the next 3-cost 3-4 Jocasta New. who is a Force Jedi Republic, and she's got a 1 blade. You may attach a friendly upgrade on a friendly unit to a different eligible unit. So she's got the ability to move upgrades around your units from one unit to another one of your units. So that's cool. So you can take off experience that you have on another unit onto a unit that you want it on, or even move shields around as well. Take a shield off something, move it somewhere else. Just any friendly upgrade, or even move around things like lightsabers and other upgrades as well. So pretty cool. Nice stats to the cost. Not sure if she'd be the best for competitive, but there could be some niche for it and some cool combo of it. But she's a very good one for Sealed and Draft. Next, we have Luke Skywalker being a pretty good rare as a 4-cost free 5. So not the best stats. Those stats are better on a 3 cost, but still not too bad on a 4 cost. But it has a nice effect to make use of the Force by whenever you play another unique unit, you may use the Force, and if you do, you give an experience token and a shield to himself. So you buff him up with an experience and a shield every time you play a unique unit if you can use the Force. So really good. He can get pretty big pretty quickly, and being shielded means he's then protected from damage as well. So if you leave him, if he's left alone, he can again build up to be very strong and very protected with lots of shields and experience on. So a very nice unit, a very good rare, and probably a good one to pick up. Then we have the Medical Frigate, being a 4-cost free 6 spaceship and Republic Vehicle and Capital Ship. On attack, you may heal 2 damage from another unit. So nice bit of healing. You can even put this with Rose, where it can swing and heal damage from anything else, and then Rose can heal any damage from it. So there's a nice little combo with that. Pretty good for draft. Not the greatest in terms of like stats and what it does for competitive, but not too bad there for Sealed and Draft. Then we've got Blue Squadron Assault Wing, a 5-cost 5/5, so pretty decent stats, and would raid once it's hitting for harder. So another card that's good for draft, but not the best for competitive play. Because for draft it's good stats for its cost. Raid 1 means hits harder, and draft and sealed is a kind of format where you can play this card out and not to worry about it being always taken out by things like takedown and stuff, or dealt with that in those ways. Then we've got another rare being the Daughter, so each of the embodiments of the Force from Mortis, I think it's from the areas from Mortis, the Daughter, the Son, and the Father. They're all represented in cards as well. So we have the Daughter being the heroic one because she's representing the light side, Son is dark side, and the Father is neutral. So this is a 5-cost 4/6 where you never really use the Force. Where when damage is dealt to your base, you can use the Force and heal 2 damage from your base. So basically making you take less damage by your opponent damaging. You go, okay, I'll use the Force to heal a little bit of that damage you did. It's not too bad for a rare. Pretty good stats for a cost as well. 5-cost 4/6, not too bad. Pretty nice one. Not sure the greatest use of competitive play, but a great way to use the Force and make use of it. And then for the last one, we have Longbeam Cruiser, and this is the next one up from the one we just had, being the Blue Squadron Assault Wing, where that was a 5-cost 5/5. This is now a 6-cost 6/6 and has Restore 1. So once again, another good Sealed and Draft one, where pretty good stats for its cost and has Restore 1 healing rather than Raid 1 to hit a bit harder. Pretty nice one for that as well. Very good. This set seems like very good for Sealed and Drafting with some pretty nice cards, but competitively not the best. So that is it for this one. So it's quite quick to go for the last 3 aspects, being 3 aspects I say, with Villainy, Heroic, and also the Aspect Lust, which is quite a few cards that have no aspect in the set as well. We're going to go over it tomorrow, so look forward to that. But yeah, pretty nice set, a pretty good Heroic ones. Not too many amazing ones compared to what I thought was in Villainy, but a little bit less Villainy cards as well. But yeah, pretty nice cards, and looking forward to testing the set. I actually love it. So check out the one tomorrow. We go to Aspectless cards, and also if you don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.